Hi, welcome to Kim's Kitchen, brought to you by the Real Women of Philadelphia and Philadelphia Cream Cheese. I'm here today with the Hawaiian goddess of cooking, Hula Babe, I call her. I wish you could see her dance across this counter, but I'd get disqualified for the music. But she can dance, and that's what we're going to do tonight because my son's coming to town, I just found out. In a couple of hours, he'll be here with his band. They're playing Up the Belly Up in Aspen tonight. It's his first time ever to play in Aspen, and he was born there, and he's 27. So this is a really exciting night. I'm kind of sad today, and that's why I dressed up today, to cheer myself up and to bring some festive atmosphere, because I'm going to be saying bye to my 13th friend in 3 weeks since the ski season ended. Our valley is really hard hit because it's a resort area, and people aren't going skiing, they're not going to resorts, they're not eating out, so there are lots of unemployed people. Businesses that are 35, 40 years old that I've been going to the entire time I've lived in our valley. And the businesses are gone, the people have packed up and moved away, and I've missed several of them moving away because I've been so consumed with entering this contest, and I've missed some going away parties. And it's just kind of sad to watch everybody around you leaving. So I wanted to make sure we had something festive, and I know everybody's going to be drinking some adult beverages tonight. So, and I also know that citrus, if you drink a glass of orange juice before you drink adult beverages, you don't have the hangover in the morning. You should also eat protein. So I've covered both of those things today by making the dish that I'm making. I'm making nutted gorgonzola fresh fruits honey nut orange dream dip. My mother-in-law, who passed away several years ago, used to make an orange dip and serve fresh strawberries. It was like her pride. She'd throw all these big parties up at their ranch. People would always ask for the orange dip. Well, when I was making mine, I thought it would taste great with the honey nut cream cheese, and it tastes awesome. I've tested it all. We're going to start by putting 4 cups of nuts in a 350-degree oven that I've already preheated. I have decided to use 1.5 cups of sliced almonds today and 2.5 cups of walnuts. I've got 12 ounces of cream cheese. That's 1.5 bricks of Philadelphia original cream cheese. And then we're going to just mix 5 ounces of gorgonzola crumbles. You can find them anywhere. You can find some gorgonzola and break it up, or use some blue cheese if you can't find gorgonzola. We'll just dump that in there. This is so easy. I'll have to keep an eye on my nuts because this recipe is so fast and easy. It took about 10 minutes to cut up the fruits. Okay, I've added 1 cup of whipping cream to this with the 5 ounces of gorgonzola crumbles and the 12 ounces of softened Philadelphia cream cheese. Boy, is that looking good. Smelling good too. I just gave each of the pans of nuts a stir so that they won't burn, and we'll take those out in about 2 minutes. The nuts have finished toasting. Look at how nice and golden brown they are. They smell yummy. Love that nutty flavor. I love fruit and nuts and cheese together. It's such a great thing. And people love having fruit as appetizers or as side dishes. I thought I'd show you a little trick that I did. I made some little orange cups, if you can see them. I wanted to serve my honey nut orange dream dip in a little decorative cups. Because to tell you the truth, ever since this contest started, I'm always thinking about how to decorate my plates and how I want my food to look. And I realized in several of my dishes I've incorporated food as the container. For instance, I did the shrimp carpaccio in the tomato cups, and I did the Italian fusion cookie, which I made a Florentine out of the waffle bowls dipped in melted chocolate and caramelized crushed almonds. I've done several different dishes where the food has become the container or the decoration. I love that I learned that from you, Paula, and your food stylist. Right now, what I'm doing, this only takes 2 minutes. I'm cutting back and forth like around the perimeter of this orange. Oh, and there it is. So now I'll show you. I just pull the orange apart, and see you've got it kind of scalloped there. It looks like a little tulip. I grabbed the thinnest tablespoon I had, and what I'm going to do is just go around the top of the cup here and separate the pulp from the orange. It goes really easy. I do it over a bowl so I don't have juice everywhere like I have juice everywhere because I didn't do it over the bowl when I was cutting. But see, then you just dig down under there and grab the pulp out of there. And there you have it. So there we have it. There's 1 cup. It's time to coarsely chop us up some almonds. I like to do mine in separate batches because I envision these almonds on the oranges and the grapes. I'm going to put the walnuts with the bananas and the pineapple because I think those will taste great with that. I'm just going to pulse them just slightly to coarsely chop them. And you notice I started with sliced almonds so they chop better. There we have some coarsely chopped almonds. We'll do the same with the walnuts. I just ground up the walnuts the same. And I am just putting these in a plastic Ziploc type bag that you can close up and shake and move around. I used to do it in bowls or pie plates, but actually I think this works a lot better because you can mold and shape the fruit. And see, today we're going to be using pineapple and all kinds of fruits I've never used before. I've always used grapes for this recipe, but I decided I wanted to go tropical today for my party. This is spring. We're going to celebrate tonight. Here, as you can see, I've got a sheet pan that I've lined with some wax paper. You could do it with saran or wax paper. What we're doing is we're going to dip these in this cheese mixture. Oop, I broke one. I guess it's time for some little quality control. I just put that through that cheese mixture just like that so it's coated. I'm leaving it bare on the bottom so it adds beautiful color. And then I'm just rolling it through those almonds. See how beautiful that looks with those almonds coated on there? And I just lay them out. Let's do an orange. See, I'm going to just dip that into that cheese mixture so that it coats it nicely with cheese and it'll accept the nuts. But I want to leave it so that I show my color of my oranges and all of my different fruits when I lay them out on the plates. Yeah. Here, let's take a cluster of grapes, since this is the way I started this recipe so long ago. But I've always loved cream cheese in this recipe. It's so great at the holidays to have fresh fruit. At the holidays, I use pecans and hazelnuts. I use all the nuts. See, and I just roll them through those almonds. Just like that. See how easily they all coated? And this is going to taste so delicious. Here's a quick shot of our nutted fruits before I put them in the freezer. They're only going to go in for about 10 minutes, but you wouldn't even have to do that. I did plenty of quality control. They'll work fine, just warm. We've got 8 ounces of honey nut Philadelphia cream cheese, 1 tablespoon of orange rind. This is finely grated. I only use the orange, not the pithy part. And you'll want to remember, too, to always grate your orange before you cut it. It's going to be a lot easier. You're going to get a lot more rind in. This is the juice of 1 navel orange. It came out to be about half a cup. So we're just going to dump that in there. It's just those 3 ingredients for right now. We'll just mix that up carefully so I don't slop it all over myself and my counter. But see, it just mixes very fast and easy. I love the smell of that honey nut. And you'll notice in this recipe I'm not putting any sugar. That's because Philadelphia did such a great job with designing their honey nut cream cheese that I don't have to add sugar to this. All the flavor, all the creamy goodness comes out with that. Now there's the whipped cream. I whipped it till it was stiff, but not butter. And we're just going to fold that into our cream cheese mixture. And look at how beautiful that is. It's even getting a nice orange color to it. I tested this several times, and you can get 1 tablespoon of orange peel off of 1 orange, and generally a half a cup of orange juice out of each orange. It's beautifully mixed. There you have it, our nutted gorgonzola fresh fruit with honey cream orange dream dip. I think I'm going to have to taste some, although I've already had so much. I did so much quality control. It was so finger-licking good. I loved finding those grapes and the cream cheese that had dropped off. And I tell you what, I have a new favorite, and I'm going to go for it. The pineapple. Pineapple with walnuts and this cheese mixture. Let's try it with a little dip on it. It is so good. It's so fruity. It's just the lightest amount of gorgonzola. Layers of flavor are awesome in here. I mean, you can taste the orange, you can taste the honey. Yet it's not too sweet. It's just perfect together. I hope you're going to go out and get some Philadelphia cream cheese. Please reach out to your neighbors. Take care of the people around you. They disappear so quickly in our lives. And it's time to go break bread in your community. Go create community wherever you are. Thanks a lot.